farmer called and said he had a bull with a bad foot, and as you can see, don't come near me, bud. You're a big guy. I don't need any problems. But he's got a really, really bad foot right there. Nice bull, very nice bull. Just a really bad foot right there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a wonderful hoof trimming video. This is a big bull, as you guys have seen at the start of this video. And actually, we had worked on this bull about 6 months ago. I don't know if you guys remember the abscess that popped, and it had a big old sound to it. This was him. And as you can see, where that abscess popped in the center of that sole, it is all gone. But what did this bull get into? I am not sure, but we are about to find out. What we are doing now is just cleaning off the hoof to determine just where this bull is lame. After examining this hoof, right here I find a hole in the tip of the toe, so we will flush that out and see if that could lead to the problem. After removing some debris, and now you start seeing that pinkish brownish fluid come out of there, that is a sign of toe necrosis. Being at the front of the toe like that, it is a very, very crucial spot for that bull and a very difficult spot to heal. So now that we have determined that this bull does in fact have toe necrosis, we need to carve back this sole and find where it separates and how far back it goes into the sole. If you remember back to the first part of this video where we showed you the bull standing in the barn, he actually was rocking back on the hoof, which is concerning because sometimes that can mean that he has tendon problems as well. But just as you or I would do, if the front part of our foot hurts, we'd try to walk on the back part of our hoof. That would force that toe to point upwards and also make you believe that it had a tendon problem. But now that we have determined that it is toe necrosis and the tip of that toe is infected, it'll be like any other procedure that we do on hooves. We will clean this toe up and put a block on it and try to repair it the best we can. One thing that is not talked about much when we're talking about putting blocks on cows or bulls' hooves in this case is prepping the foot for a block. You can see a lot of that white, powdery, flaky hoof come off of this bull. That is called epithelial hoof, also known as pith. If that pith is not removed, the glue is only bonding to the pith. So you need to trim the hoof back all the way to where there's very limited to no pith available. Now we're going to put the glue on nice, dry, hydrated sole horn. The boys at Hoof Tight came out with a new formula for this blue glue, which actually shows that its bonding PSI is much superior to a lot of other glues now. So especially for a bull that it weighs about 2,000 pounds or possibly a little more, the stronger the glue, the better in this case. So now we're getting down. We've determined that that lesion does not go further up into the sole than right here at the tip of the toe. Now, if you look at that hoof and you picture a triangle in that hoof, that's about the way the pedal bone is shaped in the hoof capsule. So what I've determined is that just the tip of the bone of the toe is causing this necrosis. It's nothing that needs to be carved way back through, and there's not a lot of extra swelling along with this problem, so I'm not very worried about it becoming a bigger issue. The key right now is cleaning it out as far back as we can and then putting some salicylic acid on it to heal the problem. When we trim these bulls, it's imperative that our main idea is to give him as much support and balance as possible, because regardless if he has a sore foot or not, this bull will try to breed cows when they become in heat. And that requires a lot of moving, walking, running, jumping, and things that this bull will need to be able to be stable on. Now, the question I had from the farmer was, how soon before this bull will be able to go outside and breed cows? And that's a very simple answer: when he is ready. That bull, given that block stays on, will be able to walk and balance and jump and mount cows without any problem because of that block. So last but not least, we will trim this bull back to as close to a normal structure of that hoof as we can and give him the best opportunity to heal possible. One thing you will also see is that little crack back in the white line. That is superficial, but that is probably from him rocking back and putting his weight back there as well. So really, he was pretty close to probably having two problems. Here's where we put the salicylic acid on this bull, and now we'll wrap duct tape around it somewhat lightly so he's able to kick it off in a matter of a couple days. Now, if you guys watch, you'll be able to see if this bull feels better or not. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.
Yeah, you are one big dude. His head probably weighs 300 pounds. Come on, big guy. I want to see you. I want to see you. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, he's standing real good right there.